Hello everyone, welcome back. We are just a couple days away from opening day 2023, so I'm going to be bringing you my 2023 MLB predictions. I'm going to have all the teams ranked in their divisions, and then I'm going to just do like the MVPs for both leagues, and of course I'll give you my playoff predictions and my final champion. But without any further ado, let's get straight into it with the American League East. Now, this was the hardest division for me to rank because all five of these teams have a shot at the postseason. I think all five of them technically could make it in as least as a wild card, but three of these five teams could also win their division. But the team I'm going to put in last is going to be the Boston Red Sox. I do think the Red Sox shouldn't be a last place team in a division, but since they're in this stacked AL East, I do think they're going to fall to last. Then in fourth, I have the Baltimore Orioles, a team that really made a playoff push last season, and I could see them doing it again. I don't think they'd get in, though, but I definitely think they can make another playoff push, and I think they'll be better than the Red Sox this season. Coming in at third is the Tampa Bay Rays. I do think they're going to be better than both the Orioles and Red Sox, but I don't think they have either the Blue Jays or the Yankees beat out, which then leads me to my second place team in the East, which is the Blue Jays, making the Yankees the best team, the winning team in the East, in my opinion. I mean, you have Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Like that in and of itself makes you should make you win the division, but on top of that, the Blue Jays honestly just didn't get better this offseason, which they had an opportunity to make a playoff a push at the division if they would have made moves, and they didn't really make enough moves in my opinion. So I do think the Yankees take this division again, but the Blue Jays will come in second and probably make the playoffs. So next we got the AL West. This division was pretty darn easy for me. We have the A's, obviously they're going to finish in last. Angels, it doesn't matter if they have Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani. They're going to finish under 500 and come in fourth. And then we have the Rangers, who got way better picking up Jacob deGrom. Obviously they have Corey Seager. They could realistically make the playoffs. I would not be surprised to see them in the playoffs. And then we have the Mariners coming in second. They have a really solid team this year. As a Mariners fan, I'm super excited to watch it. I think the Mariners could even make a push at the Astros if all their pieces line up. If Jared Kelenic has a great year, they really could be a championship contending team. But they have the Astros in their division, which is going to make it really hard. The defending champs, Jose Altuve, Yordan Alvarez, Jeremy Pena, just a stacked team, and they should take the AL West. But the AL Central, this is a pretty weak division. For me, it's between two teams to finish last. That's the Royals and the Tigers. I have the Tigers finishing last. Royals in fourth. I just don't like the Tigers this year. I don't like the Royals either. But I don't think either of them are going to have good seasons. But I think the Tigers will have a slightly worse season. Coming in at third, I have the White Sox. This one's pretty much a lock. They're going to get third in this division. They're going to be better than these two. They're not going to be as good as the Twins or the Guardians. So they're going to get third. They're just a mid team. They're going to finish right around 500, not make the playoffs. Coming in at second, I do have the Twins. They aren't going to take this division. I think that Cleveland will take it over them just because Cleveland's got a better team that just came off of a playoff push, and they're super young, so they should just get better this year. But I do think the Twins could have a shot at this division, but they have to stay healthy, which they haven't been able to do. So that's my American League predictions, all three divisions ranked first to fifth. And now we're going to move on to the National League East. And in last place, this one's super easy. It's the Washington Nationals. They are probably going to be the worst team in the league again, them or the A's. That's a really easy one. And then I have the Marlins coming in next in fourth. Miami Sandy Alcantara, It's about it for them. And they're going to get fourth in this division. Third, this is another really good division because in third we got the Braves. Ronald Acuna and the Braves. I don't think they're going to finish top two in this division just because of how stacked it is. And that's because the Mets are going to get second. And the Phillies, the runner-up from last year, they're going to win this division. They added Trey Turner after almost winning it all last year. They are going to be super, super good. And the Mets, they lost Edwin Diaz during the WBC, but they did add Justin Verlander, but they lost Jacob deGrom. So, honestly, most of the Mets moves just kind of canceled each other out, and they lost Edwin Diaz. I think the Phillies will take this division, but don't be surprised if the Braves could jump all the way up here and win it either. But, personally, I'm taking the Phillies. Now we got the NL West. This is a pretty fun division. We got, obviously, the Rockies in last, followed by the Diamondbacks. Those two are pretty easy. But then we have the Giants, who are also going to finish third. Another team, kind of similar to the White Sox. I just expect them to be super mid, like right around 500, winning like 80, 81, 82 games. Not going to make the playoffs, but they're going to get third in their division. Then we got the Dodgers are not going to win the division this year as they're going to get second. And the Padres, who are just absolutely stacked, are going to win this division, knocking off the Dodgers. The Dodgers are such frauds. I mean, they always have unbelievable regular seasons and just choke in the playoffs. But I got the Padres winning this division. Honestly, I think pretty easily. The Padres are so stacked. But moving on to our final division, we have the NL Central, where I have the Pirates getting last in this division. I think the Reds are going to have a better season than them. And then the Cubs will be in third. The Cubs could have a sneaky, decent season. They're not going to be, playoff contenders, but they're going to finish third in this division. It's a pretty weak division, too. But I have the Cardinals finishing second and Milwaukee taking this division. I think Milwaukee is going to get it done, win the NL Central, and get back into the playoffs. So those are all of my division predictions. Obviously, these 6 teams are going to get into the playoffs, but now I'm going to move into my actual playoff predictions. All right, we're going to do the playoffs now. So I'm just going to put the teams into each round. So we're going to start it off by moving our teams up to my 4-bye teams, 2 in each league. This is pretty easy for me. We got the Yankees, Astros in the American League, and the Phillies and Brewers in the National. Phillies and Padres in the National League. Which means these 2 teams, the Guardians and Brewers, will be playing wildcard games. Now, I have the 5 seed being the Seattle Mariners, and they would not face the Guardians. They would play the 6 seed. The Mariners are the 4 seed, and they will play the 6 seed, and they'll play the 5 seed, and the 6 seed will play the Guardians. And my 6th seed is going to be the Texas Rangers, and the Toronto Blue Jays will play the Mariners. We got Mariners, Blue Jays, Guardians, Rangers in our wildcard series. And then the Brewers will be facing off against the 6th-seeded... Not Atlanta Braves. They're the 4th seed. The 6th-seeded St. Louis Cardinals, who are going to make the playoffs even though they didn't have a great regular season. The Giants could also sneak in, but I got the Cardinals, and then the Braves will play the Dodgers. The winner of this matchup between the Guardians and Rangers will be the Guardians. They would go on to play the Yankees, as the Astros would play the winner of this matchup, which will once again be the Mariners. So very similar to last year, but I have the Guardians moving on to play the Yankees and the Mariners Astros. I think that might have been identical to last year, actually. But anyways, this matchup, Milwaukee, St. Louis, I do have Milwaukee taking it, and I have the Braves knocking off the Dodgers to go play the Padres. I have the Yankees beating the Guardians, and the Mariners beating the Astros to go play the Yankees in the ALCS. Sorry, these two need to be switched, but whatever. You get the point. This is the ALCS, and the NLCS would be the Padres and the Phillies with the Padres and Yankees going to the World Series with the Padres being my champion. Let me know what you guys think of that prediction down below. I have the Padres beating the Yankees. Mariners, Phillies both losing in the AL and NLCS. So I'll change this. Guardians, Astros, Brewers, and Braves all lose in the DS. The Rangers, Blue Jays, Cardinals, Dodgers all lose the wild card round. Every other team doesn't make the playoffs, but that is my predictions. If you guys did enjoy this, please like, subscribe. But before you click off the video, I have my AL and NL MVP predictions. In the American League, I have Julio Rodriguez of the Seattle Mariners winning the MVP. In the National League, I have Trey Turner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Those are my predictions. I'll see you guys on next time. Peace out. I'm so excited for this baseball season to begin.